Hey guys, Melissa here, coming back with you with another DIY craft that was super simple and easy to make. I'm actually working on something right now that is really cool, and you can see that I have a 4x6 frame. I have a part of a book, as well as I have some scissors and a Sharpie. That is all you're going to need for this particular craft. Now, also cardboard. I forgot what the name of it was. That's what you're going to need for this particular craft. It's going to be easy. It's going to create something unique. Now, as you, I will tell you that this is an older book that I had that I knew I was not going to read anymore. And I was like, why not create it, recycle it, use it into a craft? So that's what I did. So here's the part that you're going to love. When I was going through this book and doing the book page and everything, I was going through and tearing up the book because I'm going to use it for several different crafts. As you can see behind me, you can see the Easter egg is behind me, the craft that I did, as well as some other crafts. But with this particular one, I wanted to go ahead and reuse something that I already had on hand. It's not going to cost you a lot of money. And it's really cool. So I found this page, and this page said she had no idea what tomorrow would hold, but she was glad to turn all her worries and concerns over to God. And I thought, that's perfect. That is me. That's something that you're highlighting this passage, and it's super easy to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to come and you're just going to make, okay, so I know what's going to be here. So I'm just going to start drawing some lines all the way down from that passage just to highlight it. And you're just going to come around and you're going to draw. Now, if you're a stickler like me, and hold on just a second, if you want to get a ruler out, you can get a ruler out and just draw the rulers down. But I know I wanted to highlight that particular passage. So I'm just going to come and I'm just going to start drawing some lines. Basically, you're making it so that the lines are so heavy that you can't read any other passage but that particular passage. So you're just going to draw your lines so that you're going to highlight that particular passage. And you're just going to continue on until the whole page is covered up. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to be neat. If you decide you don't want to just do, and you just want to freehand the lines, 100% freehand the lines. Okay, I have it all covered that side. And then you can come back and you can do a different pattern this side. If you don't like the edges, even though we're going to cover the edges up in the frame, because it's curling a little bit, you can just cut off that edge and make them straight if that's bothering you. Now, the only reason why I said use a piece of cardboard is because sometimes Sharpies tend to bleed, and I didn't want it to bleed all over your work surface that you were working on. But just come back and you're just drawing your lines across. And you're basically just marking out the words that were already up there that you are using. I'm a firm believer that if I find a craft to do with one thing and I buy it or use it, that there's sure to be a craft that I can use another piece of that for. Sharpies are always something that I have in my craft kit. 100% will always have a Sharpie. Glue guns are another thing that I always, and hot glue sticks. Paint and paint brushes. But you never thought you could add old books to it, did you? So now I've got that part almost done. And so I want to come back and I want to add down here just to go back over that particular passage. And then I want to go up here because there's a particular part of this passage that, and you're just going to come out here and draw the lines here. So you're also going to run over anyways. That's going to come back out. But there's a particular part of this passage that I wanted to highlight as well. So I'm going to just go in between the lines right here and post that. And then you can go and you can change the way you are drawing your lines, just to draw out the lines. You can make them go every which way, so they kind of don't have no rhyme or reason. You're just doing it and you're just covering it up. You could use a thicker Sharpie, but you're not going to get that like marbled effect to it. So I'm doing that. I wanted that to highlight that particular part of the passage. So I'm going to come back this way and come and just draw some more lines down. And then go back up and draw some lines this way. You're just drawing lines is all you're doing. It's really that simple. And then go up this way. You're just trying to make it so that it gives a little bit of visual effect and some art effect to it. But you're not trying to make it so that it's anything that... I'm trying to get it this way. And then I think I might come back this way with it, just to break it up a little bit. You see, I'm just scribbling basically. And then I'm going to go back up this way again. And I might come back this way. And then I'm going to go down this way. And just making it a little bit so it gives a visual for it. So that page is, this side of the page is almost done. So now I'm going to come back this way and fill in this part right here with just lines. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to fill it this way. And as you see, I'm going off the page and there's no rhyme or reason. If you want to make it so that it's straightforward like that, 100%, you can do that. But I'm just trying to make it so that it looks cool and it's got different patterns to it. If you want, like I said, a sharper edge to it, then you can always use a darker Sharpie. I'm almost done covering the page, see? So I'm going to go across this way. I'm going to go down this way. I'm going to go up. Then I'm going to go after this page. I'll go across. Because all you're really doing is highlighting the words that you want highlighted on your pager. And I've got my page covered. Now, I'm going to look at it. And I see that I have some right here that are not really. So I'm just going to draw some. So you want your whole page covered. Except for the words, where the words are at that you want highlighted. You want everything else on your page covered. So I'm just going to add a little bit. You don't want any blank kind of spaces here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your frame. You're going to take the things outside the frame. You're going to stick it in the frame. And you may have to cut it. If I'm going to cut it, I think I'm going to cut from the top and stick it in. Let's see. Yeah, I think it'll fit that way. I'm going to move this cardboard off my desk right now because the cardboard is going to be in the way for me to finish this frame. So I'm just going to cut a little bit more off the top because I know I had a lot of blank space on the top. And then we're going to sit it in the frame, put the piece of paper that's the backing from the frame back in, and then just close out your frame. There you have it. See how it highlights the words? I wonder if you can read it. It says, after she finished her prayer, she had no idea what tomorrow would hold, but she was glad to turn all her worries and concerns over to God. And that's what I highlighted out of that page. It's a great conversation piece for if you are wanting something, if you're low on money for artwork or anything like that. All I did was take a page from a book, some scissors, a ruler if you're really cool, really wanting to hear the if you're really wanting to get your lines detailed, but you notice I didn't do any detail on my lines. Scissors, a page from a book, a picture frame, a Sharpie, You can even try one of the gel pens if you want, and a ruler and some cardboard, and that's it. And now you've got a statement piece of artwork that cost you less than $2 to make. There you go, guys. And until next time, be blessed, and I hope you really enjoyed this craft. If you like everything you see on the channel, please give me a thumbs up in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe to the channel because that helps me get up into other people's feeds. And until next time, guys, bye.